If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk and I will happily take this off. But if I find that you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay. You, Johnny Walker.
Gentlemen.
Mr. Walker, you're charged with driving on a suspended license. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The officers were dispatched to a minor accident in Harris County, Texas. The defendant provided the officer with his driver's license, which returned as not eligible. The officer noted that the defendant's license has a mandatory suspension with no lift date. The defendant also admitted to not having insurance on the vehicle.
Mr. Walker, do you have a Texas driver license?
Not a license ID. I have.
You're not allowed to drive. If you drove here, you're not allowed to drive home. I will have you now sign an affidavit with me today promising me you're not going to drive. I don't know what you're doing in your life. I don't care who you're talking to, what you need to do. Nothing at all can ever now justify you getting into a car and driving. If you do, this is an affidavit. You are in violation of the affidavit, and I can have a hearing to hold you in contempt of court and slap you with an additional 6 months jail and a $500 fine every time you drive, because it's an offense in and of itself. So if you drive 5 times, I will have 5 contempt hearings. Do you understand? If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance, and then we can talk and I will happily take this off. But if I find that you drive, there will be HE double hockey sticks to pay.
About an occupational license. What do you have any information I could use to?
I cannot give you legal advice.
Okay.
What I would do first and foremost is go get your license. That's what you need to do. So you need to really do the legwork, call DPS and find out what you need to do. Don't take a half-ass approach, because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to take the easy way out, and that's not the way to do it. You need to call DPS. I will even give you the number to DPS for you to call. That's the number to the driver's license division to DPS. When you call them at 7 o'clock sharp, as soon as the phone line's open. Don't call at 702-905-142, because you will never get through. I'm telling you this from past experience. The only time I ever got through was to call right when the phone line's open, which is at 6:59 to 7 o'clock, because then you'll get through to be able to talk to someone. Call them and say, okay, this is my number. This is who I am. What do I need to do to get my license back? Has it been more than 2 years since you've had a license? Then you're going to have to retest. You'll probably have to take the driver's test. You'll probably have to take a written test just to get it back, not to mention surcharges and everything like that.